This is a great honor for every fan of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm honored to be in the NFL.
What can I say? Mamba out.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the afternoon show presented by ESEN. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez and Jay McLovin. How's it going, guys?
Going good.
Yeah, it is. It's been a pretty good day. I didn't get the win yesterday, so we had a chance to sweep the Orioles. Didn't make it happen. Lost it. But other than that, man, it's not been too bad. You know, one thing I just saw, and I know we didn't talk about pre-show, but since I know we'll probably talk about a little baseball to start it off. So Cal Raleigh hit 48 and 49 home run the other night. Now he's got the catcher record for, I guess, most home runs. What do you think? But as we get ready with about a month or so left of baseball, probably about 4 or 5 series left in the regular season, does he make it to 61? What do y'all think the chances are of Cal Raleigh hitting to 61?
I don't think so. I mean, he could get hot. You never know. But I'm going to predict around 55, 56.
What are you thinking, Gonzo? 61 or less?
Where's he at now? I know he was
49. He had 48 and 49 the other night. So he's 11. Or no, excuse me. He's one more to 50. So so he's 12. He's 12 away from 61.
Probably roughly 30 games left.
I'm gonna say that's a lot of home runs. I'm gonna say he's probably gonna fall a little short.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think Tony, I think you're right. It just depends on how hot he gets between now and then. But yeah, 12 home runs, roughly 30 games. That gives them at least 1 or 2 home runs every other game, or 1 home run like every other game. Yeah, I think I'm going to say he probably goes. I think he gets close. I'm going to say he gets 58. Okay. I think he falls about 3 shy. But I just thought that was interesting. I think it's still pretty interesting that he got the most home runs as a catcher. Apparently, I mean that's amazing. Or at least for that season, he gets most of a single season for a catcher. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's a hell of a hitter. Okay, guys, I'll give you a little update on what the standings are, and then we'll talk about our teams, talk a little baseball. Astros are up 2 now on Seattle for the division lead. We got the Blue Jays up 5 on Boston. Yankees are 5.5 behind them, so only a half game back in Boston. The Tigers are 10.5 up on Kansas City. We got Philly up 7 on the Mets. We got the Brewers only up 5 on the Cubs. Cubs have gained some ground. And then we've got the Dodgers and the Pirates tied for first in the division. The Dodgers do have the tiebreaker, though. And we got the Reds a game and a half out of the wild card behind the Mets. So things are still, pretty hot there in the baseball. Roughly 30 games left. Chris, let's go with the Reds first, and then we'll talk some Astros. The Reds didn't get swept. We had to pull one out yesterday. It was a tight game yesterday, but they ended up scoring, I think, 5 runs in the 7th or 8th and won that game. Game 1 of the series was a real good game. I think we lost in extra innings. Game 2, we got killed, and I think it's going to happen. Abbott's had a great year, and he had a real off night, and he got pounded on. But Chris, your thoughts on the Reds?
Yeah, it wasn't a great weekend win-loss wise for us, but play wise, we didn't play bad. Friday night we lose an extra inning game where we came inches away from being up 2 after the 11th inning, actually in the 10th inning. It took a perfect throw from Chandler Carroll to Trevino out at home plate, and I mean he was out by less than a half inch. Like it was real close. That would have put us up by 2. instead of just the one.
Yeah.
And then in the 11th inning, after it was still tied after the 10th, with the runner on second, Spencer Steer hits one that was just inches away from being a home run. That would have had us at 2. So we ended up losing that game in extra innings. And the next day, I was feeling real good. You have Andrew Abbott on the mound. He's been one of the best pitchers in baseball, let alone our best pitcher all season.
Yep.
Had his first bad start. He had his first bad start of the season. They were squaring him up that day. I don't know what the difference was, but he didn't have his best. He didn't have his best stuff. It was basically 2 innings because the first inning they got to him, and then he had a couple innings where he got it was together. Then they had another real big inning on him. It was just in both times it was with 2 outs as well. It's just, but hey, Diamondbacks are a scrappy team. They got that, but Reds was able to bounce back on Sunday. Got a big win yesterday that we needed keep us that game and a half in the wild card, and also kept us. We're not still the only team in baseball that hasn't been swept this season. So I mean, we keep that up. We could go the whole season without being swept, and that go big ways. That'd be a big part of making the playoffs. If we make the playoffs. It is not giving away those extra games. So we've got to keep winning series. We start a big series tonight with the Dodgers. We've been playing good against the better teams. I mean, we was right there with the Brewers. We beat the Dodgers in a series earlier this year. We beat we beat the Padres. So, I mean, we played good against the good teams. So I'm looking for a real good close game tonight, and hopefully. What makes me feel kind of good about it is our starting pitching. If our starting pitching's been what it is because if it's a close game going to the bullpens, I feel a lot better about our bullpen than I do the Dodgers bullpen right now.
Yeah.
So it's mainly we just got to score some runs, and I think we'll be fine.
And if I remember right, Lowendolo is coming back Wednesday.
Yep.
And is Green tonight?
I believe it. I believe it's Green. Hold on, I'll let you know.
But yeah, we're going to be back to pretty much full strength. For Lowendolo back, our pitching staff will be back pretty much at full strength for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, and they'll be able to move Martinez back to the bullpen.
Yeah.
Brady Singer had another real good start yesterday. He's been excellent for us this season.
Yeah, he's been especially the last since the All-Star break. He's really been good. I mean, he wasn't bad before that. But he's really been strong the last 4 or 5 outings.
Yeah. And Brian Hayes is hitting like 290 for us since we I know. Since we got him from the Pirates. He was hitting 230. He was hitting 235 or 218, 220 for the Pirates. And since he's been with the Reds, he's hitting almost 290 with a 830 or 820 OPS. Like he's been on fire since that trade.
And he's going to be a Gold Glove too. I think he's going to
sometimes just going from a team that has no chance to a team that's still competing to be in the playoff. I mean that can make a big difference in your feeling and your attitude and everything when you're on a team that is competing compared to a team that the season's already over.
Well,
he's been great defensively, but his bat has been better than expected since that trade.
Well, early in his career, he was a 280 batter.
Yeah, he was.
He's definitely capable. Okay, Jay, let's talk a little bit about them Houston Astros. You guys won 2, like you said, give up a victory yesterday, and Seattle won yesterday, so Seattle did get a game back on you guys. Only 2 back now. So your thoughts on the Astros? I know you got Colorado coming up. I think you're off today, but then you got the Colorado, so you guys need to get a sweep there. I mean, definitely win the series, but boy, you would like to get a sweep there with playing a team that's so bad. I mean, it's just a fact. I mean, but
hey, real quick, Hunter Green is starting tonight.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, don't give a damn. It's Astros town. You had your turn. You more than that opportunity. I didn't even put it on me. I was using self-control, not saying anything. So just sit there and look pretty.
Hey, be fair. I did ask him that though.
Be okay. Okay. You're the senior guy on the panel, so I'm going to respect my elders, and I'm just going to move on. What my daddy said, Jay, respect your elders.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're 62 Saturday.
Old bastard. Anyway, that's besides the point. I got to tell you, though, you look good for 62. Honestly,
Yep,
I don't see any wrinkles. You got most of your hair.
Yep.
Hell, I think you got a leg up on Chris over there, and you got him by a decade.
Well, if you see all my brothers, you see why I've got all the hair, because they have none. None of my brothers have any
you're the
hair.
lucky one in the family. I got you,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about the Astros for a minute. I got a lot. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm feeling good because Alvarez is slated to come back Tuesday, which is tomorrow, which is game 1 of the Rockies. And I think this is a perfect time for him to come back on because the Rockies, they're not an elite team. They're a garbage team, but it's a good series to him to acclimate back into live pitching before we get into the tougher series. As obviously, we got the Yankees, I believe, Monday or something like that of next week. So next week we play the Yankees, and it'll be some other teams after that we're going to have to go to. I think the Blue Jays, we got them on tap, and Seattle is still left for us to play. So we got a lot of big series that are going to be coming up after this Colorado Rockies series. So this is a good time to get Alvarez back. There's not a lot of pressure. It's a moderately paced team. He can see some live pitching, and we'll go after it. So I'm glad to get him back during this time period versus, like, let's say Toronto or somebody else. I just like it's a good way to segue back onto the team. He's been gone since May, so I know he's got a little rust built up. But we'll get him back Tuesday. Maybe we get Myers back about a week after that if everything goes well. And then Garcia is still a question mark, either mid or early September or mid-September. Maybe we get Garcia back. I'm not really counting on Garcia at this point, so I don't really care too much if he comes or not because I don't think he's going to come. If I had to put a dime on it, I think he's going to probably sit out another season. I could be wrong. But as long as I think we have enough pitchers. As long as we get Garcia back, as long as we get Myers back and Alvarez back, that's 2 300 batters, or 1 300 batter and 1 30-plus home run guy back. So that's a lot of offense that we'll be getting back because that's what we've been hurting. Gonzo and Chris or Tony, we've been hurting a lot in our offense, man. We have not been able to generate the runs, and I'm hoping maybe Alvarez can help out with that. Like you said, we're up 2 games. We got a Colorado series. We should be able to at least win that series, if not sweep it. That'll give us a little bit of cushion. I think they got the A's. I believe Seattle's playing the A's, and I don't know who they may have the Padres after that, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so there could be a little degree of separation between now and the next 4 days. But the biggest thing for me is seeing Alvarez come back on this team and then seeing how well he can get it going, how quick he can get his stick going to get back in this lineup and be productive. He come back, he'll most likely be a DH guy, which means Caratini will go back to the bench. Diaz will probably be the catcher. And that's kind of where we are, Tony. I still think we're in a good spot, but we still got a long way to go, honestly, to be competitive.
I think Seattle, if I remember right, and I could be wrong, I think it's the Padres first. I think they got the Padres first. And I know the Mets, if I remember correctly, Mets are playing Philadelphia, starting a series with Philadelphia. So,
oh, nice.
So I'm hoping Philadelphia can put it on the Mets a little bit, and we can at least win the series with the Dodgers. What I'm hoping for, but we'll see how that goes. A little bit of Major League Baseball, also, guys. Zach Wheeler, who they had a problem with blood clots. Well, now he's been diagnosed with venous thoracic outlet syndrome, and he will undergo surgery, and he is done for the season.
Yeah,
that
sounds like he'd be done for the season.
So he's definitely done for the season, and that's I know Philadelphia's got some other good pitchers, but man, you got to think that's a big hit for Philadelphia, and I would think that's going to hurt their chances for a World Series. Chris, what do you think?
I think it'll hurt. It's going to hurt him some. I mean, when you lose a pitcher of Wheeler's caliber, I don't care what team you are, it's going to affect you. But I still think that they have enough pitching and enough offense on that team that they can still go on a run and get to the World Series. I don't think it completely kills their chances. Now, does it it don't help their chances at all. Don't get me wrong at all. It don't help their chances. It makes the road a lot more difficult. But I don't think it completely kills their chances because they have good enough pitching, still have a good enough starting rotation, and with that, if their bullpen is on, where they can still make a deep run because they got a lineup that's treacherous to get through, as well. So you try to get through that lineup and keep them from scoring runs can be a big challenge. So I think they still have a chance to get to where they want to go, but I do think this does make it a little more difficult because I mean everybody knows Willer's a pretty high caliber pitcher and has been around.
Well, they do have Suarez, and Suarez has been really good as of late too. He's been tough, so almost unhittable as of late. Jay, what's your take?
Yeah, I think this will affect them because that pitching, the first two are good, right? You got Sanchez, who's under 3 on the ERA. You got Suarez, who's right at 3 on the ERA. But then it starts to get murky. Then you got Luzardo, who's hitting mid-4s on the ERA. And then you got Nola, who's mid-6s on the ERA. And then they got this other guy who I don't know much about him, Taijuan Walker. He hasn't pitched in a lot of games. His record is 4-6. He does have a 3.44 ERA with 70 Ks and a 1.28 WHIP. So that might be the hopeful thing there, right? He'll probably take over for Wheeler in Wheeler's spot in terms of ERA. So I don't know, man. I'm not really buying into Phillies pitching in terms of longevity against bigger teams out there, like Dodgers, Padres, and obviously the Brewers. For the love of God, I mean, there's the Brewers, right, who are just come off that nasty winning streak that they were on. So I mean, Philly's going to have a long road ahead. They are ahead in their division, but they're got a long road ahead of them. So I don't know, man. I think for me, I think the jury's out on them. I'm not going to say they can't get to a World Series, but I do think they're going to have a long road ahead of them with that pitching staff.
It could be. Okay, guys, if we don't have anything else on Major League Baseball, let's talk a little Low League World Series. Chinese Taipei made it to the finals up against Nevada, and they pretty much dominated Nevada 7-0. Me and Chris had said that we thought Taipei was really strong and the team to beat, and it definitely came fruition that they were just too much for everybody. Chris, did you get a chance to check any of that out? I only got to see some highlights.
Yeah, I watched. I didn't get to watch all the game, but I did watch a few innings of the game yesterday. Taipei was just too dominant. The pitching, for one, you had I can't remember his name, but the kid's throwing 82 miles an hour from 46 feet, which is like 105, 106, 107 equivalent to major league. And like it was just, he was just too overpowering. I'll give them kids from Nevada credit. They were getting up there and like they weren't scared. Like they were putting the ball in play, but they got around on it and put the ball in play. They were being aggressive. They knew he was going to throw a lot of first pitch strikes. So they were swinging at that. They were sitting on that fastball and putting it in play. But Chinese Taipei plays some really good defense as well, and then their bats was able to get going. And Taipei really wasn't known for scoring a lot of runs. They're more. This team this year was more about defense and their pitching. I mean, they just basically scored enough to win, but their pitching was dominant the whole World Series. And the only game they really had any pressure was the international championship game where they beat Aruba 1-0. And they won that game to play in the big World Series game against the United States champion. And Nevada was able to beat Connecticut again to get to the international championship game. I mean, had a hell of a run, but yeah, Chinese Taipei they were just a little too dominant this year.
Jay, your thoughts?
Yeah, I guess I didn't get to watch them, but everything you're saying, we already knew that they had the 83 mile an hour guy. So yeah, there's a lot of defense there. My question is now, correct me if I'm wrong, is it now then Nevada versus Chinese Taipei? Is that the matchup now in the World Series?
No, they played yesterday and Chinese Taipei beat them. It's over.
Beat them 7-0. It's over.
Oh, Chinese Taipei beat Nevada?
Yeah, 7.
7-0.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Championship game.
misunderstood that. I thought they were getting ready to set up that. Well, yeah, I guess it goes to what Gonzo said. They got a hell of a defense.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of it. I would be curious, though, like I said, when we're going to see the first Chinese pitcher in the American, in professional baseball. We've seen Japanese now, obviously putting their hat in the ring and pitching and plays and stuff. I wonder how much longer before we start seeing Chinese players, especially off this team here. If that 12-year-old has got the 83-mile-an-hour ball, if that guy, as he gets older and older and gets better and better, will we see him in the damn major leagues?
And he hadn't been pitching very long. I guess that when he was younger, he had control problems, but then they had him play catcher to help stretch his arm, and
Right.
then he just started pitching again like a year ago, and he's dude's firing the ball and his control is good. So, but they were telling his story. Yes, a little bit of a story during the game yesterday, and I was watching it at that time. But no, he's a big boy too.
So and again, so that tells me I wonder how much longer we go before we start seeing Chinese players in baseball. I gotta imagine we're not far away from it. What, maybe 5 or 6 years, maybe, if not sooner, maybe.
I don't know. It's just hard to say because, I mean, Chinese Taipei has been one of the better teams in Little League baseball for the last 15, 20 years.
And it still hasn't translated.
And for some reason it hasn't translated to the majors yet because they're always one of the best international teams.
I just wonder if the development ends after that. I mean, when they get older, if it's just not that development, the next
You always
level.
have like Japan, Mexico, Chinese Taipei. It seems like them are usually one of them are usually the best international team almost every year. Carousel every now and then. I mean,
Ruben's been pretty good last couple of years.
Yeah, Ruben's been good the last 2 or 3 years. Yes.
Well, Ruben, they had a real strong pitcher too.
Like I said, they were one run away from being in or probably winning. Whoever would have won that game between Chinese, if Aruba beat Chinese Taipei, I believe Aruba would probably beat Nevada as well. So I think whoever won that international championship game was going to win the Little League World Series this year, just because they had the better pitching available. The Nevada team they used their best pitcher in the United States championship game to make it to that game. So they didn't have their ace available for that game because they had to use him to make sure they got to that game. Where they were so deep at pitching, they still had their ace available because they pitched their other guy in the international championship game against Aruba, and they didn't give up no runs. So that was the advantage Chinese Taipei had, was they had probably three aces on their team, where a lot of these other teams had one ace and then another real strong pitcher.
Which makes me wonder, like I said, I wonder how much scouting or MLB teams doing in China if they're producing them. But like you said, maybe it's just because once they get past the Little League World Series, they win it, whatever. That maybe that's just where their development stops. I'm guessing.
That's what
They're trying to have a basketball league. A baseball league. Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure there's a baseball league.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm saying, you'd think there'd be more development if they're playing pro ball over there at some form. But I don't know, maybe it's just not as far along as where Japan is and all the other ones that we're recruiting.
I wonder if some of them go play in like the Korean baseball league.
There you go. That could be it too. You're right.
I know that's pretty big over there.
Yeah, because I remember when everything was shut down over here, Chris was watching Korean baseball on ESPN at 4:00 in the morning.
That sounds like something Chris would do.
Well, it wasn't much on, wasn't no sports on when COVID hit, so
I can see Chris going like,
I'd be watching it, and my cousin would be sitting there watching with me, and he'd be betting on it. That was all sport that was going on. That and Chinese basketball. There was some Chinese basketball going on at that time that he found it. He'd be betting on it.
I would imagine so. I mean, they invented COVID. The least they could do is give us some entertainment while we're going through it.
That's a good point.
Okay.
That's the very least you could do for me. Damn.
All right, guys, let's move off of that. Let's. I know we got some college. Let's go to the NFL first, and we'll talk a little college, and then we got another story. Let's talk a little Terry McLaurin. McLaurin signed a new contract of what? Trying to see here, 3-year, $96 million contract for the Commanders, $30 million signing bonus. So I don't know where that ranks him now as far as wide receivers get paid, but I think he's pretty happy with that deal. So, Jay, what do you think about McLaurin getting signed?
I think we knew it was going to happen. You knew they had to get him under contract. I mean, that's a star receiver. That's Jaden Daniels' security blanket. You knew they were going to get him under contract. I'm really surprised it took this long though to make it happen. I mean, we're like a week away from week 1, and they're just now getting that done. I kind of thought that would have been something they would have got done sooner. But did they say what the terms were? Like what the length of contract was, amounts, guarantees?
Well, it's a 3-year extension. And it's $96 million and a $30 million bonus. That's about all I've seen so far.
Wow, he didn't really get all that. He didn't get nowhere near what I thought he would get. In terms of the guaranteed money and stuff like that, I mean, $90 million, 3 years. That's a prorated of what, 30? It's like 30-something million.
That'd be $32 million a year. But he got $30 million signing bonus. So I don't know. Like I said, they haven't given all the terms yet.
So it sounds like he got he got the sign-in bonus plus his money, but he didn't get no real guaranteed money. I mean, I think a guy McLaurin's caliber, I mean, that's a pretty solid deal for the Commanders, you know. And if he's happy with it, then that's fine. Yeah. You know, but more power to him. I think that's a good deal because typically, what did T. Higgins get? The number 2 guy out there for Cincy. I know he got a big deal. What was it? I wonder what the average annual was for T.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know they paid him a lot. I think they overpaid for a number 2, which I know he's probably not your average number 2. He'd be a number 1 on most teams. Yeah, I don't know.
But I guess what I'm saying is I think T. Higgins, as their number 2, got more money than McLaurin, Washington's clear number 1.
He may have.
That's crazy. And I think McLaurin is a hell of a good wide receiver. That's what I'm saying. I think Washington made out pretty good on that when you consider what he probably could have gotten somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know, so not a bad deal.
Chris, what do you think?
No, he got. I was surprised it took this long for Washington to get it done. I was hoping that they wouldn't get it done. He'd end up coming home to the Colts since he's from Indianapolis, Indiana. But I'm glad to see Terry get it. That he got his deal. What he's done in Washington, he deserved it for them to step up and pay him. He got a solid deal. I figured that's what he wanted was going to be over 30. He got that. The guarantees haven't came out yet, but he also got the big signing bonus. So I think he had said all along he wanted to be there, but he was also like he was going to get paid. So I think it worked out for both sides. And a lot of people are saying that Washington didn't want to pay him because he was a little older, because he was 30 or whatever. Well, I guess if you wait till the last week of the season or the last week before the season starts to pay him, that's less wear and tear on his body for the older man. So maybe that was Washington's strategy.
Well, and real quick, just so you're tracking. So T. Higgins signed a 4-year, $115 million contract with $40.9 million guaranteed, but $30 million fully guaranteed at signing. That puts him right at $28.75 million per season. And when you look at that, that's almost comp to what McLaurin's getting per year. So that's why I'm saying it's so weird to see a number 1 and a number 2 that close together, which I think still bodes well for Washington because they got a pretty good deal on their number 1.
Yeah, well, they haven't announced his guaranteed money yet, just the $30 million signing bonus. So again, yeah. I don't know. They haven't released all the details, but yeah, I think McLaurin did good. I think he must be happy. So that's good for Washington. I like McLaurin. I think he's a good receiver. And I thought Washington would sign him because I mean, they went all in. They're trying to win a Super Bowl this year. So you definitely didn't want to turn around after you did all these moves, and then you got this quarterback who was really good last year. You don't want to lose your best receiver, the year after. Where you think you're. I mean, there was a game away from making it to the Super Bowl. So we'll see how that goes, guys. The next story here I got, and then we'll talk a little college football real quick. Something happened. I believe it was Saturday night in Independent Pro Wrestling, and Rampage Jackson's son, Roger Jackson, was backstage at Knox Pro Wrestling, and there's a wrestler that wrestles for them, been around for quite a few years. Psycho Stu is his name, and I guess Psycho Stu may have been having a few adult beverages backstage or whatever, and was messing around, and he went up to some of the wrestlers and was crushing beer cans on their head. Well, he went up to Roger Jackson. He did not know Roger Jackson, and he crushed a beer can on his head. Of course, Roger Jackson didn't care for that. Roger Jackson is 0-1 in MMA fighting right now, so he is trying to follow in his dad's footsteps, just beginning. But I guess they squashed it. Psycho Stu apologized, thought everything was good. They decided, hey, let's incorporate this in the show. Won't you sit out there behind the rail after I get in the ring, you jump the rail and attack me, and we'll make it part of the show. Well, and that's what happened, except for Roger Jackson body slammed him right off the takedown, knocked him out on the takedown. He was already out. He was completely out, not moving. And then I would say threw anywhere from 15 to 20 punches before anybody got in the ring to stop him. I mean, straight all to the head and face. Jackson ended up with broken bones in his face, swallowed some of his teeth that had broke off. He is in critical care, but is in satisfactory condition, but he is in the critical care unit. So I've seen the video. It is horrific. I know this happened in Los Angeles. I know LAPD has been called in. They're going to investigate. So we'll see what happens there. Chris, your thoughts on this? I don't know if you've seen the video. I don't know if you pulled it up yet or not, but it is something else. And it was also actually a live streaming feed, so it was seen live on TV on streaming. So some people did see it live. So Chris, you got any thoughts?
Yeah, I saw the video. That was out of control. It was crazy. It'd be interesting to see what comes of it. And I mean, why was he backstage? I mean, you know what I mean? Which I know this didn't happen backstage. This happened in the ring in front of everybody. So, I mean, we go to a lot of independent shows, and you really don't see people backstage that don't belong backstage at most promotions. Like if a guy's backstage, there's a reason. There's a reason why he's back there. Like they just don't let anybody get behind the curtain, especially in any good promotion. And I know that promotion, like we know one of the guys that runs that promotion. So I would say that promotion probably ran pretty decent. You would think anyway, with the family that runs that promotion. It would really surprise me that if it wasn't ran pretty well. But what Jackson done, I mean, there's no excuse for it. I don't care what happened backstage. Whatever happened backstage, if there was apology, you guys squashed it. If you don't want to work with the guy, don't work with the guy. But if you make an agreement that you're going to go out there and you're going to work with a guy, you do your business. Like you made an agreement that you were going to go out there, you were going to do businesses with this guy. You was going to go out there, you were going to take him down and beat him up. But instead of doing the business, you went shoot and really beat the hell out of the guy. Like, for one, nobody's there. Like, if he was trying to get a relationship with some of these wrestling companies and do appearances and stuff, that's for sure out the window. Because if you can't keep your cool and do business, then nobody's going to want you around. But then the other aspect of it is going, like you said, if with the law getting involved, I mean, there's a good chance he's going to get some kind of assault charges like that. I watched that video, like, and, I mean, he hit this like 15 times after the dude's knocked the fuck out. He's laying there knocked out cold, and he hits him about 15 times. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Look,
it's going to be interesting to see what happens out of
It
it.
sounds like
There's I don't see how anybody can defend that. It just don't make no sense to me.
I've seen some idiots try.
it sounds like he's gonna be doing some hard time in that way, you know.
Yeah,
Have
I've
you
seen
seen the
some
video,
people.
Glenn?
Oh, I've seen it. You knew I've seen it, and it was bad. And what sucked about it is the dude in Raja Jackson was walking backstage. You know, was like, "Oh yeah, you should get the dude a receipt." You know, I'm like, "Oh, this ain't gonna work out too well."
Yeah, there's a video of another wrestler telling him you should give him a receipt. So I don't
Yeah.
know what was all about that. Also, the thing that bothered me, I've heard a lot of people try to defend it. Well, you fuck around and found out you shouldn't have been hitting him with. Well, look, if he'd attacked him backstage and beat the shit out of him after he hit him with the beer can, that's one thing. Still not,
Yeah.
That's one thing. But it was squash supposedly, and then he takes advantage of the guy in the ring. That's my issue, and that's
Yeah.
why I think he should be charged and prosecuted. That's my opinion. Some of these guys fuck around and find out. Some of these guys say that, yeah, they're keyboard warriors, and they say that fuck around and find out. And then I'll tell you some of the names later, Chris, because I don't want to say it on air, but it's a lot of these guys that got big mouths and are condoning this thing that, well, he got what he deserved. He fucked around and found out. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not condoning that guy going up to somebody he don't know and crushing a beer can up. Not condoning that at all. And if the dude would have punched him in the mouth and knocked his teeth out, that'd have been one thing. But that's not what happened. It was I'm sorry, okay, we're cool. And then they set up something and
Cheap shot.
he turned on.
I guess WWE cut ties with them because it was Rikishi's organization, so it was like a WWE pilot program or something like that.
Well,
So
they're part of the WWID program or work.
Yeah.
I don't think they are anymore.
nope, they done cut those ties. I saw that a little bit ago, actually.
Jay, your thoughts?
I don't blame them from cutting ties because I mean it is branding. They don't want to be associated with it. It's all about image and all that kind of stuff. So that kind of makes sense why they would do that. It just kind of sucks for Rikishi and the actual wrestling promotion that they're having to be the beneficiary of somebody else's, like you said, cowardly, backhanded, whatever you want to call it, sucker punch. That's bullshit. Real man, if you're really that angry, you're going to handle it backstage, and you're going to handle it right then and there. You're not going to wait till this guy calls you on stage, thinks you're going to do one thing, and then you come out and do another. And then even if you want to whoop his ass, do you really got to go that extent? Because you put the man in ICU, you're breaking teeth. That's a little bit more than just a beer can to the head. Okay, I mean, you want to give him a couple of taps, maybe give him a black eye, okay, whatever the case is. But to put a man in ICU, that's a whole nother level of just insanity to me.
Yeah.
There's no justification for that.
A lot of people have been attacking the referee. Why didn't the referee do something? The referee wasn't a very big guy. I think he was stunned, didn't know what
What was he
going
going to do?
I think the referee did try to grab him eventually. I think he was just stunned by the whole damn thing. And then finally, when he came to, the referee came to, hey, what the hell? And he tried to grab him. And Jackson was way too big. Then some wrestlers came in. There was one big wrestler that came out and finally got a hold of him and pretty much stopped him. Because Jackson's a pretty good sized guy. He's a pretty big dude.
And he's trained in UFC in some way or another because of who his dad is. So that dude can go.
Well, he's only one in his career so far. I know Rampage Jackson, the dad, put out a statement apologizing and all this stuff. I don't know if the kid has. He should, but I don't know if he has. But the dad did and said that he's got some issues. Well, if he's got issues, maybe he shouldn't be around people.
That's an understatement to say he has issues. An understatement is, I don't know, he had a month or two. This dude was, like you said, punching teeth out, ICU, stabilized. That's just way more than issues. That's way more than issues.
I mean, if he would have died, that could be almost considered premeditated. That could have been considered premeditated.
And you're right. There's no way that he doesn't have some sort of MMA training through his dad. You can't tell me his dad is not there training him and doing things. So, I mean, when you're going up against a wrestler who's an entertainer and you are a professional fighter, because you can't tell me this man ain't professionally trained. That's a
The way you
different
throw
level
them
of
hands, yeah.
responsibility. There's a different level of responsibility because now you are trained to do something to somebody who is just in there. That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level.
Yeah, Jay, you need to look up that video. It's something else. I'll tell you. Well, guys, let's move on. We're going to talk a little college football. Chris, I'm going to go to you because I think you may know the more particulars than I do. I know North Carolina has their first game tonight under Coach Belichick and his staff. She's running a pretty good staff. And tell us about the game and what you're expecting.
I wasn't expecting you to come to me.
Oh, I know they play. I don't even know who they play.
I think they play.
knew they played, but I forgot.
No, I'm getting it pulled out. I think they play. I thought it was Illinois for some reason.
It's probably one of those who gives a fuck kind of things.
If it's Illinois is a pretty good team this year.
I just think that's the best reaction ever I've heard from Chris. I don't know why you come to me, Dad. What the hell? Why you picking on me?
Oh, never mind. It's next Monday.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I thought it was tonight, but it's next Monday.
You give wrong information any damn way.
I told you don't go to Chris for that kind of
They
stuff.
play TCU next Monday night, and it's a standalone
TCU.
game.
Okay. All right, TCU. All right. I thought it was this Monday too. I thought it was this Monday too. I really did.
Yeah, I thought it was tonight, but yes, next Monday at 8:00 against TCU.
Okay, well, we'll give it some promotion to Belichick in North Carolina.
I just want to say you can't find preparation work anywhere else better than right here. We prep the hell out of these shows. Let me tell you.
Yeah, we're
Just
prepared.
saying.
Okay, guys.
Who the hell is North Carolina? If they're playing next week, who are they playing?
TCU.
Oh, is it TCU? I apologize. TCU. Okay. The Horny Frogs. Okay.
FJ's second favorite team. FJ's second favorite team.
Hell yeah.
Behind Texas.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if it's not, I don't know what's wrong. There's something wrong with you.
All right, guys. Let's go. Next up, I got the top 10 movie list from top10s.com. Anybody got a guess? What they've got is the best movie of all time.
One of the Avengers is probably in there, and a Star Wars movie is probably in there.
Okay, Avengers: Infinity Wars is number 10. Since you mentioned Star Wars, I'll give you those. They've got Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back at number 4. Star Wars Episode 5: A New Hope at number 9.
Sounds about right. I'm going with Godfather. I feel like that Godfather's trilogy has to be in there some level.
Number 2.
Dark Knight.
Number 6.
Frankie said Avengers Endgame.
No.
No,
Avengers Infinity Wars is 10. Endgame didn't make it. Chris, give me a guess, man.
Rocky.
Did not make it.
No.
That was going to be my next one. Was Rocky? I felt like Rocky had to be in there.
My probably
Titanic.
My favorite. No, Titanic's not enough. My favorite movie is probably my favorite movie of all time is at number 3. And I thought it should be out of these 10. It would be my number 1 on this list.
Any other Batman movies on this list, or just that one?
Yeah. Dark Knight, number 6.
Dark Knight. Yeah.
Hey, just out of curiosity, was Scarface on there?
Scarface is not on there.
Such a good movie.
Spider-Man.
Nope.
Damn.
Anything Marvel related on that list?
Well, of course, we got the Avengers. That is it.
Wow.
Avengers at 10. Avengers Infinity Wars at 10 is the only Marvel movie that made it.
All right, one more. I got one more. It's got to be something in that Harry Potter lineage.
Actually, there might be multiple ones of that one on this list.
No Harry Potter, but there is Lord of the Rings, Return of the King at number 5.
And that's the only one from that trilogy, correct?
I'm really surprised that Harry Potter wasn't in there. I felt like that was going to be somewhere in there.
So we still ain't got one.
Any Fast and Furious?
Nope. We've still missing 1, 3, 7, and 8.
Top Gun.
Did not make it.
Wow. Give a hint. Give a hint. Hold on. Is there a Tom Hanks or Robert Williams movie anywhere in the number one area?
Tom Hanks is number one with Forrest Gump.
I thought there had to be a Tom Hanks movie in there.
No, Robin Williams.
Wow, and Robin Williams has an extensive catalog of good movies.
You
Honestly,
think Jumanji would have been in that bad
Good Will
boy?
Hunting wasn't in there.
No.
All right,
Got
hold on.
one more?
I got one more. I'm gonna go crazy one on this one. How about Breakfast Club?
Nope.
Nope.
Happy Gilmore.
Nope. No Adam Sandler.
Dang.
Man,
That's
I'm
like
surprised
surprising.
Good Will Hunting was. That was a damn good ass movie too.
Schindler's List.
Dad, I watched a good movie last night.
What?
Any Given Sunday.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
like
a
that.
good one.
The
Oh, that's a
Untouchables.
good one. Yeah.
What'd you say?
The Untouchables.
Nope.
Wow. Holy
You
shit.
guys are going to kick yourself. And that's a good movie. I don't know if it belongs on the list, but it's pretty popular with people. Number 7, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Of course.
I mean, that is
Number-
Samuel L. Jackson's best crazy dude killer performance. I mean, I gotta give that one. That's a
I'm gonna
good
give you number. I'm gonna give you number 8. You're gonna kick yourself for this because it's a pretty popular franchise. Back to the Future.
Michael J. Fox. I can't go wrong with that.
Which
because
one
that-
though? 1, 2,
That
or
was
3?
really popular.
So we got 1 and 3, guys. You guys got any more guesses, or I can give you the whole list.
I thought you
There
said
you
Tom
go.
Hanks. I thought you said Forrest Gump was one.
Oh yeah. He's number
Yeah,
1.
he's
Yeah,
number
excuse me.
one.
Okay, well,
That means-
I think all we got left is 3. Yeah. Got any more guesses for 3? You guys will. You guys. This is the one I think should be number 1 on out of these 10. But it was number 3.
Hiss with it, Tony.
I'm gonna go with Rain Man.
Nope. That's a good movie.
Die Hard.
No. Glenn, you got one last guess?
I am lost. I pretty much knocked out all my guesses with the other ones.
Well, I'll tell you one I was surprised didn't make it. I really like this movie. It's a long ass movie. Green Mile.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one too.
That-
That
that
is a
can
good
make-
ass movie.
But
Though.
this one is number 3 is Shawshank Redemption.
I
God,
was starting to work that way.
I think it should be number 1 out of this list.
yeah. Hey, you can't go wrong with Shawshank. Shawshank, that's a good ass movie.
I've seen that probably 50 times.
Andy
I'll
Dufresne, hell yeah.
Let me give the complete list, guys, and then you guys,
All right.
if you want, give you what your top 3 would be. Number 1, Forrest Gump. Number 2, Godfather. Number 3, Shawshank Redemption. 4, Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. 5, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. 6, Dark Knight. 7, Pulp Fiction. 8, Back to the Future. 9, Star Wars Episode 5: A New Hope. And 10, Avengers: Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
Out of this list, I would have Shawshank for me at 1. Out of this list, man, it's tough after that. I'm going to say probably Back to the Future would be 2
Should
for
be-
me. And
Yeah,
then probably
Back to-
4, probably Forrest Gump 3, and then Avengers up there. I was never a big Godfather guy, but Godfather is a good movie. I'm not taking anything away from them. I was never a huge Pulp Fiction guy, but I know it's real popular. And I'm not a Star Wars or Lord of the Rings guy, so.
Yeah, I feel like Empire Strikes Back definitely should have been a little bit higher because that's one of the most iconic movies, in video history. It's still talked about to this day, obviously. And then you got the Infinity War. I think that's the one where, is that the one? No, that's the last one, correct? No, that's Endgame. Is Infinity War where?
Before Endgame. I think it's right
Yeah.
before Endgame.
So that's the one where Thanos gets all the stones. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. I believe so. Chris, what would you do with the top 3? If you're going to pick your top 3 movies, I know it's tough.
That list it'd probably be Shawshank, Godfather, and Forrest Gump. But I don't know. there's some other movies I think I'd have on that list above some of the ones that are on there.
Oh yeah, I would take, for me personally, I take the Star Wars and Lord of the Rings right out there. This is not my cup of tea. I'm not putting it down. I know they're very popular and did great at box office. I'm not putting them down at all. But
Back
not
to the
my
Future
cup of tea.
movies I like a lot as well. But like if you have Back to the Future on there, you have to have the Rocky franchise on there.
For sure.
Which Rocky movie would you put?
For me, it would be either the first or second one. I felt like those early versions with Apollo Creed, in my mind, really was the better ones. After that, it was just kind of more showbiz, so Clubber Lang, Dolph, whatever. But I thought the acting and the storyline in the first two Rockies for me was the best.
I had to put 4 in there. 4 is too iconic to me personally, because like you got Apollo going down Vegas, then Rocky going to Russia and kicking the dude's ass, So
Right. I'll tell you though, if you made me pick the top 3 out of the list you just gave, I'm probably right there with Gonzo. I think Shawshank, Godfather, Forrest Gump, whatever. I can't do Lord of the Rings because the damn thing's too long and it's too slow, and I usually fall asleep within the first hour. So I've never been able to stay awake all the way through Lord of the Rings. So I just don't even mess with that one.
I never did watch
I'll tell you
any.
a movie that deserves to be up there that ain't on there. At least I think is American History X.
God, that's a good one too. I would put that.
Malcolm X, right?
That's one of my favorites.
I would put that in there. I think the storyline, the writing, the way they did everything was amazing.
The acting, man, the acting that the lead character did. Well, probably a bunch of them, but him in particular, it was just outstanding. Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies for sure. I'm with you, Jay, because you mentioned Scarface. I was shocked that Scarface didn't make the top 10.
Yeah, me too, man. Like I said, my top 3 would be Shawshank because I love the acting. I love the way Tim Burton and Morgan Freeman did their roles. I thought it was just phenomenal acting, well-written script. I love Shawshank. My second one would have been Scarface, just because I love that. I think it's Al Pacino. I think that's like the classic Al Pacino of any. I mean, that was just the way he made Tony Montana. I mean, it's just amazing, man. You can't beat that. And then the graphics, the fight scenes, it was all on point. And then the last one for me, which I don't think it's enough. I think it's kind of underwhelming, but underrated. That's the word. I think it's underrated. Was Dead Man Walking with Susan Sarandon and Sean Penn. Sean Penn, that had been one of his best performances I think I've seen that man do. And Susan Sarandon just complimented him so well, being the nun with the guy that's going to death row. I mean, the whole thing was just. I mean, it was a powerful movie. So
speaking of underrated movies, man, I'm gonna go one that's overrated. It definitely should be off this list. And you guys have already said anyway. Is Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is over fucking rated. Absolutely 100%. I'm gonna piss off some people with that one, but it's shit. Yeah.
One of my favorite movies. It's my favorite, even though I know I like Avengers, Infinity Wars, and the other ones. But my favorite, it'd be in my top 5 favorite movies. Would be the Captain America one, not the first one, but the second one. I can't even think the name of it.
Civil War.
No, Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, yeah.
I love that movie. Love it.
You know what else though? You know what movie I think that doesn't get a lot, but I think was really well written and very well executed was Unbroken. I don't know if y'all have ever seen Unbroken or not, but it's really freaking good.
Another one I like, you said Unbroken, and I know Chris has seen Unbreakable with Bruce Willis. Have you guys ever seen that?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's a good movie, and it's
has Samuel L. Jackson in it as well.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson's in that too. He becomes a superhero, and he don't know it that he's got these powers. Till late in life, he finds out he's got these powers where he can take all kinds of punishment, and his bones won't break.
Oh, that's incredible.
And the character Samuel L. Jackson is Mr. Glass. He's the opposite. Because he's the psycho villain, but his bones break all the damn time, and he's in a wheelchair, and it's very, very good. I really like that movie.
Tell you,
Yeah.
It
a movie
wasn't
that-
a good hit at the theaters.
tell you another movie that should be on this list. Hoosiers. You gotta have Hoosiers on the list.
That's because nobody cares about Indiana. Don't take offense.
I have
It's
Hoosiers
okay.
on the
Yeah,
list.
yeah. I think we agree Jay on that one.
Okay,
No,
real quick.
no. Hey, in all seriousness, so the reason why I do like Hoosiers is I thought Gene Hackman did a hell of a good job. I thought he did a great job acting, but I like the guy that played the drunk guy or played the drunk dad. But he knew all about basketball. He just could never stay sober. And I just that whole dynamic, the whole way it was written. Yeah, I do like Hoosiers for that reason. Not a big IU fan, but I am a big fan of Gene Hackman's acting and that guy's acting. I can't remember the actor that played that part, but both of those guys I thought did extremely well.
Guys, what's your favorite sports movie, Chris?
Ooh. Favorite sports movie? That's a tough one.
It's tough because I've got a lot of them.
I really like Remember the Titans. It would have to be up there. Hmm.
I really like We Are Marshall too, but I would pick Remember the Titans first. We Are Marshall's tough. It's a tough to get through because it's sad.
Yeah,
But
I like Field of
It
Dreams.
pulls on your heart.
I really like Field of Dreams, Sandlot.
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with Sandlot.
No, you cannot go wrong with Sandlot. I was
I
more
really
like the
like
natural. I like
Miracle.
the natural, but
I really like that the movie they made on the hockey team as
That was
well.
good, too.
oh, Miracle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but probably remember the Titans. It would have to be right up there. But
That's
there's a
fine,
lot
that's
of good ones because I like Varsity Blues. Any Given
Yeah.
Sunday is one of my. Any Given Sunday is one of my favorite football movies as well. I really enjoy that with Pacino and Fox and all them. The Replacement.
You just like it because it has a lot of nudity in it. Shut up.
Yeah, the Replacement is funny. And,
Yeah, Replacement is-
can't go wrong with Varsity Blues.
You like it when they're sniffing cocaine off old girl suitors. That's
Yeah.
Tell me what you really like. I know.
If I
The
wanted
longest
to do that,
yard
I
was-
just- if I wanted to do cocaine on somebody's hoovers, I just have somebody come over and go get some cocaine. I don't need to watch it on TV.
Well,
The-
well,
I was gonna say the
Glenn,
longest
what
yard.
would you-
Yeah, the longest
Right.
yard in
Give
Remember
me,
the Titans.
give
would
me
be
a
up there
ticket,
for me.
Jay. You want to come join?
what would he said the
Hey,
longest
don't
yard.
tempt me with a good time.
Which one, Glenn?
Longest yard.
Which longest yard? There's two of them.
Oh yeah. Okay. I would say both of them honestly. Both are great.
Okay. Well, the original's great too. So I
Yeah.
mean, the second one's
But
good
Reynolds,
too.
yes.
Second one's funny too with Burt Reynolds and them, and Sandler. But the first one was very good also with Burt Reynolds and Eddie Albert and them. That was very good. Jay?
Yeah, no. If you ask me between the longest yard, which I think is amazing, I would always go Burt Reynolds in the original. I know we all like the comedy, but I just like that first. That first was awesome.
Like everybody was in the newer one. That's what made it for me.
Yeah, I know. No, hey, look, I'm old school, man. I like Robert Redford and The Natural, man. That was just, I don't know, something about that bad in the storyline. But I also like Sandlot, so I get that. And I also like Major League. I don't know. There's so many damn good ones out there, but I'm old school, man. I kind of go back to The Natural.
There's one I can't remember the name of it. It's a Disney done by Disney, and Kevin Costner was in it, and he was a football
Oh,
coach.
for Love of the Game.
No. This is about cross country, and it's a true story. And he's a football coach, and he's got a temper, and he's got assholes, rich kids, and he threw a helmet or something back at the kid, and something happened. He got kicked out of the coaching, so he found a football job, a coaching job as assistant. But the team, it was at this California school with mostly Mexicans going to the school. The football team was horrible. He knew that wasn't going to work. He wasn't going to get along with the coach. So he ended up being the cross country coach. And in one season, I mean, he put together a team, and they won the state championship his first year.
My
And
favorite.
Out, the next 10 years, they won it like 7 times. I can't think of the name of it, but look up Kevin Costner and cross country movie. It is an outstanding movie.
No, I'll definitely check that out. I love that kind of stuff.
My favorite Disney sports movie is Angels in the Outfield.
That was a
That's a
good
good one.
Yeah.
If I,
I love how they got Danny Glover going off at the start of the movie and throwing those tables and shit.
honestly, I guess I'd have to say my favorite sport movie would be Rocky because technically, I guess that's. I mean, it's boxing, so I guess technically it's a sport movie.
Yeah, I guess that's you could look at it that way. Just like the best Christmas movie is
Die Hard.
Hey, I don't care what Benny says. I still like Hardball and the Cucumbers.
Oh, I love Hardball. I watched it the other day. That's what
Yeah, I love the
Hardball,
Cucumbers.
I love Hardball, but I
I
can't,
can't make it through. I can't hardly make it through
It's
the
too
end of the
sad,
damn
man.
movie.
It's too sad for me. I can't
Oh, when he died, when G
No.
Baby died.
Yeah,
Oh,
when she
yeah.
baby dies.
G Baby, take
Yeah.
Gonzo, leave G Baby.
It's too much, man.
It is. It is
I would
sad.
I love
expect
G
that.
baby. He goes, "What did he say?" He goes, "I'll tell you what happened." He said,
Yeah, I wouldn't
said,
expect
"You're-
that to happen. I mean, it
you're
really
like
caught me off guard.
"You're a motherfucking buster." I was fucking rolling.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's all we got today.
Oh man, there is a lot of good sports movies out there. If you guys haven't watched a good sports movie, go watch one. There's a ton of them. Literally.
I watched. Like I said, I watched Hardball the other day. It was on. I watched. Anytime I see them on, I watched Remember the Titans that not too long ago as well.
You know, actually, before we get out of here, I thought, because every time I see Adam Sandler, it's always in the typical Happy Gilmore type of role for Adam Sandler. 51st Days, just go with it. All of same type of stuff, right? But I thought Adam Sandler did a freaking amazing job in Hustle. About the basketball player, and I guess he's like his agent or whatever. I thought he did a really good job in that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the movie. He's in it, and Don Credell, or whatever how you pronounce his name, black gentleman. He's in it with him, and it's another true story about a guy who loses his family on 9/11.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of the name of it, but man, it is outstanding. And it's not a comedy. There's a little bit of comedy stuff in it.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's a very serious movie. It's very good. I can't
It's
remember.
just really weird when you see actors play like funny roles, and then they go do a serious role, and it's like, wow, some can pull it off, some of them are kind of. But I thought
Hey,
Adam Sandler did a good
I'll
job.
tell you a good sports movie if you haven't watched it. I like it probably more than some people because it's about wrestling, and I'm a big amateur. I was big in amateur wrestling, but Foxcatcher.
Oh God, that you talk about an actor. What's that guy's name, Chris? The comedy guy.
Oh fuck, the guy
But
that
you
damn, I can't think of his name. He was in
played the first 40.
year-old virgin.
Yeah, the 40-year-old virgin. The guy plays the lead in that.
Oh yes, is that Steve Carroll?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the
Yeah.
guy. That's the guy.
And he plays that character in there, and you wouldn't even know it's him. He plays it so well. It is out.
Foxcatcher? That's the name of it, Foxcatcher.
Yep. It's based on a true story, but it's
And it's very sad too.
No, I'll watch that tonight.
It's sad.
Okay.
It's dark.
Most of my life is dark.
Hey, if you want to watch a dark movie, and I mean dark, watch the Von Erich story. that movie.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, I told you that.
Wow.
Hey, I told you Melanie grew up with the Von Erichs.
That's dark, man.
Oh, it
Jay,
is. Oh
I
no,
don't
she
know-
does it all the time.
Jay. I don't know if you know this, but the movie Hoosiers
Yeah.
is actually based on the high school in the town that we live in, Muncie Central.
Oh, it's based on a town in Muncie. It's based on Muncie, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
based
Muncie
on
Central.
that high school, we lost that state championship game
Yeah,
to Milan.
we lost the
That Island is Hickory, and the South Bend school would be Muncie Central in real life.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Damn. Ain't that
I hate that. I hate that
ironic?
purple and white, man. I tell you.
I didn't know that. That's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. But yeah, I'm gonna watch Foxcatcher tonight. I'm gonna give that a look.
Another good sports movie. White Man Can't Jump.
yep.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's more of a comedy though for me. I mean, it depends on what mode I'm in. If I want a good comedy in sports, I
Yeah.
would throw it in. It depends because if I want like the true story or the more serious,
Oh, this is not a sports movie, but popped in my head. 'Cause we were talking about the other day. John Claude Van Damme, the hockey movie you were asking about. It's
Yeah.
sudden death. It's sudden death. I just watched it like 2 days ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, speaking of that,
Dude, I went to the Van Damme channel and it was just coming on. I was like, sweet. I'll sit there. So I ended up sitting and watching it. That movie-
Bloodsport's a good one. Another good
yeah,
John
Bloodsport's
Claude Van Damme
like,
movie.
Bloodsport's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
watched it
why
all the
is
time.
it? I have a feeling that when Sudden Death did come on and you know he got all like you get all excited, Gonzo. I feel like you go to like Will Ferrell mode. Ma, where's the meatloaf? I feel like you be looking for some meatloaf to watch that movie, man.
I went and got me a Blizzard from Dairy Queen. Sitting
Yeah,
watching.
that sounds about right. I mean, I guess that's the modern day version of meatloaf.
Yep.
Man, I ain't got nothing else unless you guys got something else.
Oh,
Let's get out of here.
don't you have to go?
So,
Didn't you have to go to the bus stop?
No, your mom's off on Mondays. She went to get him.
I just looked.
Probably
at
would have been
the
like
clock,
20 minutes ago if that was the case.
Hey, I would have loved to see Tony go, bus stop. He's out there by himself.
Now tomorrow I got to get him, but I have to get him early tomorrow because he gets out of school early. He gets out of school at 12:30 tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we appreciate everybody watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube and all social media, and we will see you guys next time.